all situated. I just realized we almost had a little tough technical difficulty, but I think I fixed it. So let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. I feel like this is crooked. There we go. I don't know, you guys. The way I schedule these lives, it was acting a little funky. So let me know if you can see me and hear me for this happy hour hang. Hello, hello, House of Hill. How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic, fantastic hump day, a fantastic Wednesday. Y'all, we have so much to discuss. That was a really weird sound that just came from my body. But we have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. So I am so excited. Okay, good. Mona Lisa said I got my notification. Y'all, I don't know. It was glitching on my end and I was panicking. I was like, if you make me get a new link, YouTube, we're gonna be fighting. But I'm happy that it worked. I'm happy y'all can hear me and see me okay. I see the chat is already going off. We got Maria, Jessica is in here as well. Miss Heather is here, Gma Sarah, Destiny, Dave is in the building, Belinda, Mr. Mraz, Lacar, Miss Jackie Axe as well. Hello, hello. Elena, Brianna, Nessa is here, Tabitha is here, Christy is here, Nita is here, Joy made it as well. Hello, everyone. Melissa. A lot of piping hot tea. I wanted to read Mr. Mraz's comment. I'm having a rough time. I'm so sorry. My old principal has passed away. Mr. Mraz, we are sending you so much love and hugs, and everyone who's been affected by this loss. Mr. Mason, I see that you said is his name. Sending you love, Mr. Mraz. I am so sorry that today is a hard day. I just am sending you so much hugs. I hope today is going to be a nice distraction for you. Let's see what else we have. Vera in here as well. Amanda made it. William made it as well. Brianna. You guys, we have so much to get into. Vera, Lagabs. I cannot wait to discuss. We're going to be talking about People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. We're going to be talking about Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey from Full House. Okay, he had a health update, which I definitely wanted to talk about because I feel like his story is more so a reminder to make sure that we're all being proactive about our health. I feel like that's something that we're often overlooking because we have this culture of like go, 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 go. So I definitely want to talk about that. Also, I've been sleeping on Hugh Jackman tea. We're going to get into it. And I've seen some of you bring it up in the chat, asking me my opinion always at the end. And then I feel like I get distracted, but we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about Ray J and Diddy. We're going to talk about Ariana and Ethan. Allegedly, she is happy to not be hiding her relationship anymore. Y'all already know I have some thoughts about that. Then this explosive Kylie Jenner and Timothèe Chalamet tea, you guys. My little jaw was wide open as I was getting this tea ready for today. About Timothèe Chalamet low-key kind of living a double life. When he's with Kylie, he's this committed stand-up man. When he's not with Kylie, he's allegedly a little bit on the prowl. We're going to get into it. And then we're going to talk about Selena and her ick. And then we're going to talk about Taylor and Travis. I know a lot of you have been seeing the headline about Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes' houses being burglarized. So we're going to talk about that. And then also a little Tavis tea update. I see Always and Forever is here. Yay, finally caught it live in a while. So happy to be here. So happy that you made it. Brittany is here as well. Jamie. Also Dilby, much love from Germany. Dilby, you know I'm going to Germany for the first time this Christmas, around Christmas, in December. So I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. Shout out to all of our international House of Hill members. Jessica also is in the UK. Shout out to all of our House of Hill international members. Y'all are icons for staying up late, waking up early. And also, without you, I could not say that our community is international. We are officially worldwide because of y'all. So thank you so much. Also, shout out to all of our after watchers. Hello, we see you, we love you. these happy hour hangs could not continue without you. So thank you for showing up week after week, day after day, always letting us know your thoughts in the comments. I see you, I love you, and I appreciate you, and I hope you can feel my love and hugs all the way from here. We also have Tampa, Florida watching as well. 901 Erica just popped in. Amy C, hey everyone, and hope everyone is doing well this Wednesday. Amy C, right back at you. Dave said, I believe 6 continents have checked in. That's crazy. Like, I feel like I need to remember that whenever I get stressed, which is all the time, and I feel like I might not be doing enough. The 6 continents that just checked in, like, that's crazy. Also, Jules just said, so thankful for this hour, all in Japan. Like, what? Like, that is absolutely insane. If you are here, yes, thank you guys for reminding me. Tabitha reminded me, and also 901 Erica. Tammy just popped in as well. Hi, Tammy. If you guys have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. It will help YouTube know that people are watching and engaging, and hopefully people who haven't gotten their YouTube notification yet will get their YouTube notification. Y'all know, if I could control that, the notifications would be ready to go on time all the time, but unfortunately, I cannot. Jamie said, this may sound embarrassing for me, but I don't know what ink means. INC, like incorporated? I don't know. I don't know what INC, I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading too. I might not know either. Crimson Rose also just popped in. Hello, hello. You're right, Amy. I am continuing to manifest. 1,000,000%. Arlette just popped in. I feel like, I think I mentioned this. Where did I mention this? I think I mentioned this on a members only live. I said, I feel like she said, Jamie said, I think what you said about the tea for Selena. Oh, the ick. The ick is just like a new term for something you don't like, about kind of like a pet peeve. That's a good way to, an ick is the new word for pet peeve. It's the new trendy term for a pet peeve. And a pet peeve is something that just irritates you, something that you're not about. That's what an ick is. But I think I mentioned this on a members only live, that I feel like this year for me personally has been like planting a lot of seeds and waiting for like planting it, and I know that they're all going to flourish and grow here soon. I feel like it's been a big learning year for me. I've been learning how to juggle a lot, and I keep telling myself that God is teaching me how to juggle multiple things because he has such bigger plans for me that I'm gonna have to learn how to juggle like things on a bigger level. So he's like, girl, you got to figure out how to juggle all these things because next year we got even bigger plans. You're still going to be juggling, but they're going to be on a bigger scale, so you got to be ready. I feel like that is one way that I try to look at stress or just things that are happening on a daily basis. I feel like you really have got to look at it as a lesson. Okay, Brittany, maybe it was on Toasted Tea. Y'all, I talk so much. Sometimes I'm like, where did I say that? I know I've mentioned it, but sometimes I forget, Brittany, where and when I said it. So thank you for that. Let's see. We also, I think I saw Care Bear Gratitude pop in. Miss Jackie X popped in as well, using this live time to do a scalp massage and care. I have been all about the self-care this week. Got my nails done. Y'all, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. No more long hair, and I know it's back today, so we're not even going to be able, I'll pull it down. But you guys, the long hair, my hair is greasy, don't judge me. The long hair will no longer be a thing as of tomorrow. The long hair is going bye-bye. We are going back to our classic Madison Hill bob as of tomorrow. So everyone, this has been a self-care week, nails and hair. Also, I wanted to shout out 901 Erica. 901 Erica said cancer scans came back free. I missed it. Yeah, cancer scan was clear yesterday, so thank the gods. 901 Erica, that is the best news ever, and that is absolutely incredible. What an amazing way to start off this happy hour hang. I am so happy for you and your family and friends. Also, Miss Cass just popped in. Congrats to 901 Erica. That's great news. Saying hi and bye. My oldest just lost his first tooth, so he's all sorts of excited. Love y'all, Cass. I cannot believe he just lost his first tooth. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Because I feel like that's like a big mom moment for sure. I very specifically remember losing my first tooth. It was this one right here. I lost one of the bottom, the bottom one. I was so freaked out. I also hated having holes in my mouth. No surprise there. That's pretty on brand for me. But, so that is just crazy. A first tooth. That means the tooth fairy is going to come. How much are parents giving for the tooth fairy these days? Because I feel like when we were growing up, it was like quarters or $1. And now I feel like kids expect a lot from the tooth fairy. Kids these days are just crazy. I feel like I'm old, of course. Amanda said, my dad's wife's cancer scans. Amanda, I am so sorry to hear that. We are sending you and your family love, hugs, and prayers. I want this to hopefully be a distraction for you, but I also want you to know that we are behind you. I see you, and I'm sending you love and hugs. Maria said $20. $5? $5? Oh my God. These kids are raking it in these days. Oh my God. Pull out one of my teeth, honestly, okay, just kidding. Jokes, obviously. But I'm just saying, $20? My kids started scamming the tooth fairy. I messed up and gave my firstborn $20 for a tooth. Then they started, oh my God, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Cass said she called the tooth fairy because Cass is obviously not the tooth fairy. You guys know the tooth fairy and Santa are 1,000,000% real, but it looks like Cass did call the tooth fairy and said $10 for the first, $5 after that. Fair. Fair, 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 fair. Joy said $5. Geez, I got a quarter. Sending you love as well, Jessica. I saw you have to get a genetic scan. So, it's all going to come back the way we want it. $20 is, Vera, I'm telling you, these kids are rocking it these days. To be a kid now, they're slaying. We grew up in the time before social media, you know what I mean? But I live for it. I live for it. My kid got a betta fish. Wait, that's so cool. That's amazing. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this tea. We're going to talk about people's sexiest man alive. We're going to talk about Uncle Joey, Hugh Jackman, which I know you're probably like, Hugh Jackman, Madison, really? But y'all, the tea is like crazy. And his wife's best friend, the reason why we're talking about it today is because his wife's best friend, ex-wife's best friend, made a comment on Instagram that was super shady, and I'm living for the pettiness. Ray J and Diddy, Ariana and Ethan, Kylie and Timothée, Selena, Taylor and Travis. Y'all, buckle up. This is going to be a really fun happy hour hang. I can feel it. So kicking things off, talking about People Magazine's sexiest man alive. Okay, bye, Cass. Bye. So you guys, People's Sexiest Man Alive 2024 is officially John Krasinski, aka Jim from The Office. And this is really dividing people. Hi, Poetry Chick. I just saw you pop in. This is dividing people. It was dividing the group chat. I also feel like what I was seeing on social media, people were feeling some type of way. My coffee maker's turning off. One way or the other, people were either living for it, not living for it. How do we feel here in the House of Hill? Heel. I don't know why I just said it like that. Here for John Krasinski being People Magazine's sexiest man alive. Not here for John Krasinski being sexiest man alive. Jessica is not for it. It should have been Glenn Powell. That's what she said. Vera said he's handsome but not sexiest man alive. Charlie Horse said the same thing. I love him, but sexiest man alive? That's a big call. I don't know who he is. Okay, Miss Jackie X also DM'd me that on Instagram and about took me out. Y'all, The Office? Jim from The Office? If you have never watched The Office and you love dry humor, please give it a try. Also, hi, Jelena. I didn't say hello. I wanted to make sure I said hello. Why do they always choose actors? Jelena, they do always choose actors. You're right. It never is. Also, hi, Robert. It never is, like, they always, I feel like, highlight in the issue musicians, athletes, but they never, like, pick them for the cover. You're right. Very true. Also, hi, Crystal. Okay, a lot of you are not here for it. Wow. I'm seeing overall not here for it. Here's the thing. I I personally love John Krasinski. Okay, I feel the need to make that clear. I love John Krasinski. I love The Office. I love Jim from The Office. Even let me just read you this quote that he had to say about his wife Emily Blunt, because I feel like I have a lot of hopeless romantics in here as well. Okay. So he talked about meeting his wife, and he said he knew that she was his wife the second that he met her. He's married to Emily Blunt. He said that as soon as he shook her hand, he knew. Okay, that is cute. That is sexiest man alive material. No? No? I don't know. I get what y'all are saying. Hi, Abby. I get what y'all are saying. We love John Krasinski. Great personality, amazing, aware husband, but maybe not the sexiest man we've ever seen. Okay, Joy's like, girl, you can't even convince me. Not even with that sweet comment about his wife. He looks nerdy, cute, hubby material, but I don't know. I agree. I think he's the guy next door, poetry chick, for sure. He is golden retriever energy all day, Jelena. I would say yes. I feel like this was to show that there are different definitions of sexy, right? Sexy maybe doesn't always mean the traditionally good-looking man. Jelena said he's the neighbor you find attractive. That's making me giggle. He might not be like the traditionally good-looking man who we think of when we think of People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive, but I think there are things about him that make him sexy. You know what I mean? Abby said 50-50. It's the Jason Travis argument. Okay, if anyone ever tries to tell me they don't think Travis Kelce's hot, I'm throwing hands. Like, that's crazy. But I know what you mean, Dave, for sure. No, he does have a body, Jelena, 1,000,000%. In y'all's defense, Mama Hill agrees. I was talking to her this morning, and I was like, oh, they named John Krasinski Sexiest Man Alive. And she was like, really? And I was like, we love Jim from The Office. We love John Krasinski. We love him and Emily Blunt. She was like, no, for sure. But Sexiest Man Alive, that feels like a stretch. So Mama Hill's with y'all. Okay, I'm trying to hype this man up. But let me tell you, Mama Hill was very much in accordance with what the House of Hill is putting in this chat. For sure. Teresa, hi. I'm so happy that you made it. Hello. It seems they are redefining what sexy is nowadays, hence with Benny Blanco. Yes, Benny Blanco was included in the issue. He was like one of the add-ons. And like we said, his interview about Selena, we love. Jessica, I'm with you on Glenn Powell. I'm with you. I'm a Glenn Powell girly as well. I think he is so cute. He's also a little Midwesterner, I believe. So I'm with you. Tammy said, I agree with Mama Hill. You guys, let me tell you, I feel like I agree with Mama Hill 99.9%, you know? But I'm trying to hype my man up. Henry Cavill, I see you guys come, Maluma. Who else would you guys have rather seen besides Glenn Powell, Henry, Maluma? No one want Miles Teller. Oh, Dilby, I'm with you. Miles Teller has had a glow up these days, for sure. Ever since, what was it, Top Gun. I personally liked him in Footloose. I thought he was funny. Ryan G, Zayn Malik. Okay. Dave said me. Dave, we're petitioning for you next year. Jelena, see, my friend Christian would agree with you. Bring in a K-pop boy. Oh, my friend Christian would be all about that. Robert said, I'm surprised Ryan Gosling hasn't been named sexy. He hasn't? That feels crazy because I feel like we were going through a Ryan Gosling era there for a little bit. Tabitha said Marcus, and that's why you and Marcus are so freaking cute. I love it, Tabitha. 901 Erica said Jelly Roll, Justin Bieber, Travis Kelce. Okay, so People Magazine, moral of the story, could have done a skosh better, but we're happy that they are redefining sexy in 2024. Do we feel good with that? Do we feel good leaving it there? Let's go ahead and move on, you guys, to talk about Uncle Joey from Full House, Dave. So Dave Coulier, I believe is how you say his last name. I said it, it came out of my mouth at the beginning and now I'm doubting myself. But he, you guys, and I want to bring up the story, like I mentioned at the beginning, but for those who are just tuning in, I wanted to make sure this got added to the rundown today because I think his story is such a good example of being proactive about your health. So he did an interview with People Magazine and he revealed that he has been diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin lymphoma. And he talked about in this interview about how he went to the doctor thinking he had a head cold. One of his lymph nodes was swollen and the doctor was like, I feel like we should test that. Tested the lymph nodes or the swollen lymph node, got a call back and was like, you have stage 3 cancer. And he talked about how it was so shocking. He also found out in the midst of all this, like he was going to be a grandfather. It was a lot to process. Again, he went into the doctor thinking he had a common cold, got a call that he had cancer. He did have a bone marrow transplant, which has now made his healing much better. I think he said now he's like 90% of the way to hopefully being in remission or getting to where he needs to be, which he said is a good day. But prayers to Dave and his family and friends, you guys, just a good reminder. If you feel like something is not right with your body, go to the doctor. Yes, Joey. John Stamos is Jesse. Was it he's Uncle Joey. Dave is Joey. John Stamos is Jesse. I haven't watched Full House in so long. I did one time see John Stamos at my old hair salon. And let me tell y'all, that man does not age. He does not age one singular bit. But definitely feel for him, for sure. And again, a reminder, if something is not right, go to the doctor. Amy said, be your own advocate. If you can't, designate someone to advocate for you. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I think sometimes it's really hard to advocate for yourself, but you have to. It is so important. Papa Hill always says that all the time. You have to advocate for yourself. Let's go ahead, you guys, and move on. Arlette said, one of my students went to the doctor for really bad headaches in the back of his head. Doctor said because of the location of the headache, he wanted to do an MRI. Ended up being, see, that is crazy. That is absolutely, absolutely insane. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move on and get into this Hugh Jackman tea because I'm getting off my high horse of advocating for yourself and going to the doctor when something doesn't feel right, but I just felt like that was a good reminder. Now let's get into this Hugh Jackman tea. Now I'm saying, I know we don't normally talk about Hugh Jackman, and I'm sure some of you are probably like, Madison, Hugh Jackman, why is this man on the rundown? Y'all, the tea is piping. I've been sleeping on it. Absolutely piping. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, go ahead and do so. So one of his ex-wife's friends, okay, made a savage Instagram comment that is now making me side-eye Hugh Jackman, okay? Backstory. And this backstory is crucial. So Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster both starred in The Music Man on Broadway together, okay? They were on Broadway together for 2 years from 2021 to 2023, okay? Not his wife. When the show wrapped, both Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster's marriages imploded, okay? Hugh Jackman and his wife, Deborah, filed for divorce and split. They were married for 27 years, shared 2 children together. They announced they were done in September of last year. Then in October of last year, September, October, 1 month later, Sutton Foster filed for divorce from her husband of a decade, okay? That same month, a source told Page 6 that people were right to speculate Sutton and Hugh were in love, but they were keeping their relationship under wraps. So these people had both been married for a long time. Again, Hugh Jackman, 27 years, got on Broadway with Sutton Foster. They were on Broadway together for 2 years. And then after the show wrapped, they both subsequently ended their marriages. Okay. I will say I remember when Hugh Jackman and his wife filed for divorce. I'm pretty sure we did talk about it on a happy hour hang. And I was thinking, I'm like, after 27 years of marriage, what on earth makes you go your separate ways? And I remember the reasoning was like, they've grown apart. They're not the couple they used to be. Not true. What makes you go your separate ways after 27 years is you start looking at other people. You think the grass is greener on the other side when you're doing Broadway. Anyway, hi cousin, by the way. Anyway, you guys, so today what happened is one of Deborah's friends is standing up for her and kind of also blowing the lid off of Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster, because again, they have been keeping this so under wraps because Hugh Jackman's looked upon as like golden retriever good guy. He's Ryan Reynolds' BFF, Wolverine. They don't want it out that he's a little adulterer, okay? But the ex-wife's friend is making sure everybody knows. So she commented on the video of a blogger who was alleging that Hugh left Deborah because he fell in love with Sutton while they were working together. And her friend commented and said, "You are on point with this one. My beloved friend Deb is about to have her glow up at any moment, FYI. A ride or die friend. Look, actually I don't want to manifest this for myself, but God forbid, if you're in a situation where your partner of 27 years cheats on you and leaves you, you best believe your best friend better be on social media, better be at the local watering hole, better be on that mountaintop being like, yep, he did it. And my girl's about to have a glow up. She's about to glow up and make your jaw drop. You are going to rue the day you decided to cheat on her. Like, that is the kind of friendship we are looking for here in the House of Hill. That is the kind of friendship we will be uplifting here in the House of Hill. I'm also laughing. I can't believe I called Hugh Jackman an adulterer. That is, am I 75? Like, where did that term come from? Also, allegedly, of course, but I'm sorry. You're on Broadway together for 2 years, and then right after that show wraps, you both end your marriages. We're not stupid. Oh, his ex-wife is an icon, too. Absolute icon. I just saw Colors say Debbie is such a cool lady too. No, exactly. And she's about to have a glow up, according to her friend. Okay. Linda said, oh, so disappointing. Thought he was better than that. I know. And Mona Lisa, I'm sorry, girl. I saw you standing Hugh Jackman earlier and I was like, oh no. Oh no. She said, no, we can't do him like this. They have an age gap, and after that long, what do you do if you fall for someone else? Okay. Now, Mona Lisa, to your point, I want to acknowledge this because I do agree. If that person is really the love of your life, you should be together. You should not be with someone who is not the love of your life. Life is too short to not be happy. 1,000,000%. Completely agree. And you know what? Maybe Hugh and Sutton are really meant to be for life, you know? I just think there's a way to go about that. I know things aren't perfect. After 27 years though, I feel like after 27 years, you owe your partner just like a little bit more than the marriage ending like that. But you know what I mean? That's more so what it is. Because I'm with you, to your point. I don't think you should stay in a marriage or relationship where you are unhappy. Again, life is too short. But I just do feel like after 27 years, maybe he didn't go about it quite the right way. You know what I mean? At least that's what it looks like on the outside. Maybe on the inside, behind closed doors, things were going, he did give her a heads up. I don't know. But from the outside, it does not appear that way. I was laughing because Tammy goes, at least give her a heads up. I don't think it's quite the same as Ari. I don't know if it's quite the same as Ari and Ethan, and I'll be honest with you, because y'all, sometimes, well, we're going to talk about Ari and Ethan, but Ari and Ethan, I'm not like fully convinced they're going to be together forever. You know what I mean? That's my own 2 cents. I feel like also too, the reason why Ari and Ethan might have been like, even worse is because they were putting out a narrative and the ex-wife was like, I was blindsided. Ari's not a girl's girl. So it did feel a little more dramatic, but I don't know, honestly, both not great examples, you know what I mean? But I will say, at least for Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster, I feel a little bit more like you don't blow up a marriage of 27 years if like you don't think this is a sure thing. Ari and Ethan, I don't know if they think it's a sure thing, you know what I mean? But I hope so. That's what I've been saying from the beginning. I hope they blew up their lives because they're going to be together for the rest of their lives. I've been saying that since day one. I know people can get together in odd circumstances. Courtney and I recorded the podcast episode today and I said that same thing. You know, obviously I'm in my 30s. I know sometimes the way people get together is not perfect. But I just feel like there is still a way to handle it. And Ari and Ethan didn't handle it right. And obviously we'll wait and see about the Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster situation. But I will say the ex's friend saying that on Instagram, I lived for it. Her being like, she's about to have a glow up soon, FYI. That's the kind of friend we're looking for. You know what I mean? Also, hi, Real Life Southern Barbie. I'm so happy that you popped in. Okay, moving on, you guys. Let's talk about Ray J and Diddy and this whole situation. So there is a new TMZ Tubi documentary. I believe I briefly mentioned this on Monday, maybe. So you know TMZ is doing this docuseries, The Downfall of Diddy, and their most recent one that they released is called Inside the Freak-Offs or something like that. They're going inside the Freak-Offs. Oh, we did talk about this on Monday because we talked about the person who attended being there and seeing what appeared to be minors at the party. Well, now Ray J is making headlines because he was also in the documentary and people are now focusing on what he had to say. So he claims that several celebrities have come to him and shared their fears of possibly being connected to Diddy. He also claims to know of celebrities who have, quote, paid off alleged victims in an effort to silence them. Now remember that attorney in Texas, Tony Busby, he's the one who's representing the over 100 alleged victims who came forward. Remember, he said, we have sent off letters to other celebrities involved, giving them an opportunity to pay my clients so that way they don't have to go through the trauma of being in the court. And people are paying them. So I do believe that there are celebrities paying, I hate saying alleged victims, but I have to cover my bases. I do believe there are celebrities paying alleged victims for their silence. But I don't know if I necessarily believe that these celebrities who are paying these alleged victims are calling Ray J and telling him about it. That's, I think, where the disconnect is for me personally. I saw, Cousin said, how long has it been since Ray J was relevant? Honestly, Cousin, T. I feel like also, too, Jelena said that clout chaser. I'm kind of with you on that, Jelena, as well. Also, hi, Gigi. I also am kind of side-eyeing him a little bit because I was looking at his Instagram, hi, Brittany, and he has been doing so many interviews about Diddy, you guys. Like, going on, news channels. Going on CNN, going on Fox, going on all these channels. I don't know why I'm whispering. I always get scared talking about this topic. Going on all of these news channels and doing all these interviews and now being in the TMZ documentary, and it just feels like it's weird. And then after he spills this information later on, because I watched the clip, later on he's like, oh, I've said too much. He acts like he's like getting nervous and he's like shifty and he's like, I've said too much. So you were spilling the tea, but now you said too much. I don't know. I don't doubt that there are celebrities shaking in their boots who have connections to Diddy. Duh, hello. We've heard several reports about it. We've heard how the Kardashians want to be separated. We know J.Lo wants something to do with it. We know Justin Bieber is trying not to talk about it. Ashton Kutcher, LeBron James. there are so many celebrities whose names have been brought up, and we know none of these people want any connection to Diddy whatsoever. I am not doubting that. I'm not doubting that there have been payoffs. I believe that to be true 1000%. I just don't believe that Ray J is the one who has all of this insider info. Superstar Bella said Ray J just never matured. He still acts like a teenager. Jelena said, I know I'm going to sound dramatic, but he is clearly somebody else's puppet. He's just a weirdo. Jelena, you're going to like this week's podcast. Courtney had something similar to say. Joy said, wow, Ray J is so fake to me, and this totally makes me right. Ray J is the definition of a clout chaser. That's what Robert said. So did Real Life Southern Barbie. It's weird. JC said maybe it's people he's close to that have told him about the Diddy situation. Maybe. Kelda said he's saying something without saying something, though. What did he say we don't already know? Just chirping to try and make money. Facts. Kelda's like, what tea are you spilling? Crystal said Ray J needs to grow up. Why is he inserting himself in the narrative if it doesn't concern him? Right? It's the multiple interviews for me. Like, I think if maybe he just did this one, I would be paying a little bit more attention. But I'm so glad I was scraping on his Instagram before, because this man has literally been doing interview after interview talking about this. It's weird. And to me, also to see him be like, oh, I've said too much. It's like, well, you've been saying too much for months. You've been chirping about this to anyone who will give you a platform. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. Erica, hi, I'm so happy you made it. So definitely side-eyeing Ray J, y'all. What else, is new? I saw someone say, what is Ray J famous for? Ray J is a rapper, and Ray J was also the one who was in the infamous tape with Kim Kardashian. And he is the one who has always claimed it was PR, it was set up, he got the short end of the stick. If you remember when the Kardashians debuted their new Hulu show, part of the storyline was Ray J was threatening Kim. Y'all, I was trying to be nice, colors. Brandy's brother. Y'all, I was trying to help him have his own things. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are like Brandy's brother in the tape, Madison. Don't even try to say this man releases music. Y'all are so funny. And that's why I love you guys so much. But it was like a storyline about how he was threatening Kim, saying, I'm going to release more footage that you've never seen. And remember, Kanye goes and meets Ray J and gets the footage from him. And it's this huge, dramatic situation. That's, I guess, his claim to fame, which y'all saying he is a clout chaser kind of feels on brand, considering half of y'all didn't even know he released music. And you just know him for the other stuff. So I'm dead. I am absolutely dead. Alina did know a song, but she said not a fan though. LOL. Alina said, I do know one of his songs, but do not call me a fan. And I stand. Okay, you guys, moving on. Let's get into this Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater news. Then we're going to talk about Kylie and Timothée, Selena, then Taylor and Travis. You guys, if you're here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. I want to make sure that people get their YouTube notifications so they can come in for the tea. So you guys, new report from Life and Style magazine. A source shared that Ariana and Ethan are, quote, out of hiding and happier than ever. This source said, quote, they're so excited for the film to come out and for chatter around how they got together to be behind them. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I do believe, because I know sometimes y'all side-eye Life and Style, In Touch, Radar, but I do believe it because Ariana recently made a comment to Entertainment Tonight where she said she's, quote, happy people are getting to know Ethan. She said her heart is very happy that people are getting to know him. This Life and Style magazine insider went on to say, quote, they're good people who fell in love. This wasn't a fling. Ethan and Ariana want to be together. What do y'all think of that? Here's, and I was just up here saying, I doubt they're forever. And the reason why I still am having a hard time believing that they're in it forever and ever and ever and ever is because of Ari's track record. I think if this was the first time Ariana has ever been connected to a man who was in a relationship before they got together, I would be like, you know what? Kind of what we were talking about with Hugh Jackman. Maybe ish happened, they weren't expecting it, and now they're in this relationship. If they owned it and said, hey, I know people had a lot of thoughts on how we got together, we could have handled it better, but we're in love, this is my person, and love us or hate us, we're being together, I would, again, respect it. I think my issue is, and why I have a hard time believing that, like, they want to be together, it's not a fling. It's like, Ari's done this before, though, and she's done it multiple times. Like, girl has a clear track record of going after men who are in relationships, and that is where I struggle reading this and being like, you know what? I ship Ari and Ethan. I'm here for it. What a gentleman. He's always fixing her dress on the red carpet. Like, that's where she literally made a song about it. You guys are right. I think that's where I struggle just a little bit. You know what I mean? And I think that that's why I hear this, and I know this Life and Style magazine report is strategically put out there to try to change our brains and change our minds about Ari and Ethan, but I just cannot get on board. Also, you guys, I'm fully being targeted with pro-Ethan Slater propaganda. Last night, I was scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on my Discover page, and you guys, I got this video of Ethan Slater at the Jennifer Hudson show. And I don't know if you guys have seen these videos, but Jennifer Hudson, whenever she has guests come, she has her staff line the hallways and like sing a chant about the celebrity with their name in it. And Ethan Slater was on the show, and so they're doing like their little Ethan Slater, and he's like walking through the tunnel just like sidestepping. But I got a video on my feed that was like, oh, now I'm seeing what Ariana's been saying about Ethan Slater. That he can step touch. Like, I feel like they are definitely trying to flip the public's perception of Ethan Slater so hard. Again, I'm getting videos now that are like pro Ethan Slater. I'm seeing what Ariana is saying. We live, laugh, love what Ariana is loving. It's just weird that I'm getting those videos. Ariana being like, I'm so happy that everyone's getting to know him. And then also this Life and Style magazine report, like the PR machine of the Wicked movie franchise is working hard. You know what? They are putting Kris Jenner out of a job. They are really, really slaying. Betty, no bashing. I was just talking, Betty, about how I'm being inundated with pro Ethan Slater propaganda on my social media. And it's crazy. Like, the FBI agents in my phone are listening to me, obviously. Winnie, hi, I'm so happy I just saw you pop in. And I'm dying at you guys talking about Frankie Grande's twin. Magali said, but it could also be the guys in the relationship going for her, not just her going for all of them. 1,000,000%. It takes two to tango for sure. 1,000,000%, Magali. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I do think sometimes it feels like I'm going harder on Ariana than Ethan. Ethan is just as guilty. Okay, if anything, I think Ethan might be worse in this situation because he was with his high school sweetheart. I think if I was with you when you were performing in the high school play, and I've been with you through all the trials and tribulations of you finally getting booked for a major studio film, and then you cheat on me with Ariana Grande, the wrath this man would be feeling. So no, if anything in this situation, I think, honestly, I'm a little more mad at Ethan Slater. You know what I mean? Ari, like we've been saying, did have a little bit of a habit of doing this. Ethan did not. But that's just my own 2 cents. Again, I hope that they are together forever. I want to make that clear. I hope they're together forever. I hope that the drama they caused getting together is all worth it because they're one another's soulmates. And I hope that they live happily ever after. I'm just a little skeptical, if I'm being honest. And y'all know I'm always honest with ya. Unserious said, I do not like them together and I never will. Unserious said, we'll never stand, we'll never ship, not here, not I. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead. And I see Crimson saying, y'all, there's a thing called Google, and she knew they all had women. She was a grown woman. And LH said, oh, Ethan's wife has been so much more graceful than I would have been. I would have put E and A on blast everywhere. But literally me. Like, I would have been saying way worse than Ariana's not a girl's girl. Always and Forever said, yes, but we are fans of Ariana, and yes, we expect more from her. That's a good point, Always and Forever. Like, if you're a fan of someone and you support someone, you also expect them to be a good person. Tammy said, can we get Ethan's wife in the House of Hill? I feel like Tammy, Lily J would fit in, dare I say, perfectly. 901 Erica said, if she didn't see the whole brother thing at first, it's because she didn't want to see it, but now she has to, and the fact she can be intimate is just gross. 901 Erica said, girl, I know you're chronically online. I know you've seen the meme, and now I can't even take you seriously. Betty said, I'm just joking, Maddie. I wish I could convey. No, Betty, I know you're joking. I know. No. I'm just totally teasing. Honorary membership for sure. Tamsy said, Taurus 20 from across the pond. Oh my God, we have someone else from the UK watching. Hello. Yes, you're right. Superstar Bella said, brought up Ariana, Big Sean, and Naya Rivera. See? It's crazy. Okay, let's move on, you guys, and get into this Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet tea. Then we're going to get into Selena Gomez, then Taylor and Travis. Yes, Christina, there will be Tavis. Also, we have someone from the Netherlands watching. Absolutely amazing. Okay, you guys, so Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. They might not be as serious as they appear, okay? This had my little jaw on the floor. I'm not even gonna lie. So an insider recently spoke to Life and Style magazine and shared that people in Timothee's world know that he's having a great time with Kylie, but depending on who you talk to, he's either the committed guy or not exactly. The source said, quote, he's very good at giving off the perfect boyfriend vibes when he's with Kylie and anyone that knows her. The source went on to say, when they're not together, quote, his inner circle sees a very different side. When he's out with them, he acts more like a single guy rather than someone in a happy relationship. A separate source noted that Kylie and Timothée have never said they're exclusive, so he's not technically doing anything wrong. Meanwhile, the source said, quote, Kylie is blissfully unaware. Yo, what do we think? Do we think Timothée Chalamet is a little troller on the prowl when he's not with Kylie? LMK, Unserious said, not soulmates, they're soul cheaters, soul narcissists. Oh, talk about Ari and Ethan. It's not looking good, Unserious. It's not looking good. JC said, okay, hands down, I totally see that. They're completely opposite. Giovanna said he doesn't look like the type to settle with Kylie. Abby said, I can kind of see it. Timmy sounds like an F-boy. Well, she knows now, Joy said. Y'all, I also, okay, so with every report, I feel like we always have to sift through the tea, right? That's always our thing. Sift through the tea, because sometimes these headlines and sometimes these quotes can get a little crazy. However, this insider pointing out that they've never had the exclusive conversation, I do believe that, because I feel like whenever we hear about Kylie and Timothée, it's always like, they're having so much fun. They're hanging out whenever they can. They love one another. When they're together, they have busy schedules, so they hang out when they can. It's always very aloof. And so I could see them not being necessarily exclusive, and that when he's with Kylie, he's this committed BF. But when he's not, and he's, I don't know, shooting in New York for months, and going to all these places with his friends, maybe he's flirting. Maybe he's locking a few lips. Maybe he's playing tonsil hockey with somebody who's not Kylie Jenner. But again, if they're not exclusive, he's not necessarily cheating. He's not doing anything wrong. If they have not had the conversation that my V should be the only V you're entering, then he's not technically doing anything wrong. I also just now pose the question of, why does Kylie seemingly always find herself in these situations? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she had a similar arrangement with Travis, and now hearing it with Timothée, it's just like, very interesting. No, cousin, that was Kendall. Unserious said, Timothée is a where's my hug guy. Toxic rich F-boy. Where's my hug? I'm dead. I'm dead. Marie said, maybe his friends don't like Kylie, which, you know, we've heard not necessarily his friends, but remember a while back, there was that report about his family not loving Kylie. There was that report of his family didn't like that he was being known as Kylie Jenner's boyfriend. It was after the Golden Globes. I believe it was a Sun report that his family felt like that was a distraction. People were talking more about them as a couple than Timothée's work. So we have heard that before in regards to his family, not necessarily his friends, but I wouldn't be surprised. Unserious said, Kylie's the let me steal his phone to flirt in class type of girl. Let me steal his phone to flirt. That is a type. That is a friggin' type. LH said that energy attracts that type. Robert said, I just feel like Kylie and Timothée's relationship is fake. Tabitha said she's always in a relationship with people with other people. Abby said, I've seen interviews he did with co-stars and he gave single vibes. Nothing to do with commitment and stepdad vibes. Interesting. Kelda said, when you are in such a high profile relationship, you surely know the expectations of exclusivity to not embarrass the other. No? So Kelda, I do think there are expectations for sure. I think, and I thought this was, and this is what I thought with Travis Scott too. I think there are expectations, and it's when we're together, we're together. When we're not, if we are not exclusive, whatever you're doing, don't get caught. And I do believe that Timothée knows where he needs to go to not get caught and do what he needs to do to not get caught. Celebrities are very smart in getting around that. I do think there is an expectation, and I think that expectation is, if we're not exclusive, don't get caught. Jelena said they went into the relationship claiming not to. Right. It is always, I feel like it started off very casual. Then somewhere along the way, we were like, is it more serious? And now, allegedly, it is serious when they're together, but not when Timothée's not with Kylie. It's also kind of like giving me double life vibes. When he's with Kylie, he's the committed boyfriend. He's around the kids. He's around the fam. He's charming. He's everything that everyone wants him to be. But when he's not with Kylie and he's with his friends, he's looking out for the single ladies in the room. You know what I mean? Very interesting. It sounds confusing. It sounds like a relationship I would personally not want to be a part of. And I think it will be very interesting to keep an eye on this situation, because now I feel like we're going to get some sort of report positively spinning Kylie. Mama Chris works hard, y'all. Mama Chris works hard. I definitely know I could not be in an open relationship. Like 1,000,000% could not do an open relationship. No. No, no, no. No way are we being in a relationship and then you're going to go off and do something else and then come back home. No. No, no, no. God bless Kylie for allegedly being down for that, not only once, but allegedly twice. Could never be me, will never be me. Unserious said, having anxiety, so thanks for the fun escape, Mads. Unserious, you know that's what we're here for. You know that is what we're here for. Life is lifing, especially as of late. That is exactly what these happy hour hangs are for. Okay, you guys, moving on to our Selena tea. Then we're going to get into Taylor and Travis. So during a recent interview, you guys, Selena Gomez revealed her biggest ick. She did the interview alongside Zoe Saldana from, obviously, their movie Emilia Perez. So they're doing all this press together. But she talked about her biggest ick. And I honestly think it's something we can all relate to. She said her biggest ick is, quote, people who are rude. That is the biggest turnoff for me, whether it's online or in person, people disrespecting time and things like that. So Selena is not here for people being disrespectful. And now I want to know, what is your biggest ick? Betty said, well, if he weren't serious when they were together, then what type of relationship would it be? A situationship? 901 Erica said, by far they are not on the same levels. Most aren't. Oh, talking about Kylie and Timothée. Oh my God, no, you're fine. No, you're fine. So that was late, but no, just on time. What do we think about Selena's biggest ick being people who are rude and disrespectful? What is your ick? Kelce said, love that. I said, me too. Honestly, I feel like for me, something else like relating to people being rude, when you're at a restaurant or a coffee shop or salon, wherever, if I'm somewhere in public and there's a person being rude to like somebody who works there, oh my God, that is such an ick. That is such an ick. It irritates me beyond belief. Other icks for me, I know Zoe said coffee breath is one of her icks, which fair. Coffee breath is an ick. I feel like people who have double standards is an ick for me, as you guys know. How Kanye West always is the king of the double standard. Unserious said, my biggest ick is Benny Blanco. I don't care. Call me rude. Unserious. No. No. She said, call me rude. I love Benny Blanco now, you guys. His interview at People Magazine was such a green flag. I am all here for Benny Blanco now. An ick is like a pet peeve, you guys. An ick is just something that gets under your skin. Something that you don't love. Like for dating purposes, I like if someone, I don't know, doesn't wear deodorant, that could be an ick. I feel like that's a basic necessity people should be doing, but I was trying to think of an example. Bad hygiene and entitled people, mansplaining. Cousin said people who disturb my peace, disrespectful, unkept hands and teeth, cigarette smell, people chewing with their mouth open. Oh yeah, that is ick. Arlette said it icks me when people don't look at the waiters to say thank you. Bullies, men talking about what mansplaining is. Too much saliva while kissing. Miss Heather, I'm dead. She said, do not drown me. Do not drown me. Always and Forever said, okay, yes, but if you have a beautiful woman, try a little harder to look up to par. Y'all are savage towards Benny Blanco. LH said, my biggest ick is having to leave the house to go to work. LH, that's the T. Food on the face, definite arrogance. Shar said men. Shar said, honestly, y'all trash. I am dead. That cracked me up. Miss Heather said, just saying, once you get the ick, there's no going back. Jelena said, OMG, when a man thinks he's the smartest person in the world or believes he's the only person who can think deeply. Unserious said, that thin toilet paper is my biggest pet peeve. No one ply in this house. Absolutely not. No food in the mouth while talking. Oh God, yeah, no. Oh my God, y'all are giving me more icks than I already had. Food in the mouth while talking or kissing. If someone has food in their mouth, oh my God, do not come near me. Lack of common sense, for freaking sure. JC said, my ick, when you're telling a story about your kid and a mom feels like comparing your kid to hers and her kid does things better. Oh, we do not like a one-upper. Gigi, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Gigi said, Adam Brody came back from the ick on Nobody Wants Us. I was just about to say, I'm going to use this opportunity to once again plug, and Netflix is not paying me. Nobody Wants Us is not paying me. In fact, I wish they were so I could go to the premiere of season 2 when it's done. Y'all, to really get a full understanding of the ick, go watch Nobody Wants This on Netflix. I've been shouting this show from the rooftops for weeks. It's with Kristen Bell and Adam Brody, and they have a whole episode on the ick and how Adam Brody comes back from the ick, and it is so good, so amazing. Highly recommend. Everyone go watch it if you haven't already. Okay, moving on from our ick talk, which I loved. I knew this would be a fun discussion. Let's get into the Tavis tea of it all. If you're here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Crimson Rose said, wait, is this Nobody Wants It? Yes, Nobody Wants This. Have to watch. Tabitha said I'm gonna watch. It is so good, you guys, especially because I know a lot of us here are hopeless romantics. Layla said it's good. Also, the episodes are 30 minutes because I know we're all busy people. They're 30 minutes. They're funny. You will laugh out loud. They're cute. They're heartwarming. And it is so good. So good. Okay, Taylor and Travis, y'all. So, first, the thing I want to address, Dave said, Belena is proof we goofy-looking little guys win. Dave, never speak of yourself like that again. But I feel like 1,000,000% Benny Blanco is proof that emotionally available men are hot in 2024, okay? Similar to, you know what, John Krasinski, we were talking about John Krasinski at the beginning. A man who sits up in an interview and says, I knew the moment I shook my wife's hand, she was about to be my wife. That's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. Dave, 1,000,000% agree. Could not agree more. Okay, this Taylor and Travis, you guys, I want to address this because this is now making headlines, and I know some people are like, wait, what is going on? So Travis and Patrick Mahomes, our quarterback for the Chiefs, both of their homes were burglarized in Kansas City, okay? This actually happened at the beginning of October when they were not home because we had a Monday night football game against the Saints. So whoever was plotting this crime obviously knew they wouldn't be home. Patrick Mahomes actually commented on it at a press conference today, saying it's frustrating and disappointing, but obviously they can't go into it too much because it's an ongoing investigation. But I did just want to, Betty said, I'm a hopeless realist. Dead. I did just want to confirm that, like, yes, that did happen. Yes, it was both of their homes. Yes, they were not there because it was Monday Night Football. And yes, there is an investigation ongoing. And obviously, super scary, super violating, absolutely not okay. And I also want to say, this is why I think it is such an ick / invasion of privacy / should be illegal for paparazzi to do aerial shots of celebrities' homes and post it online. Especially, you know, in LA, in the hills where celebrities live, it's a lot of houses packed in. So it's kind of hard to differentiate. But in Kansas City, and they actually live on the Kansas side, where like Patrick and Travis live, it is a huge neighborhood. Yes, it's gated. There is security at the gate, so I'm not entirely sure how these people got in. They obviously had to dupe the gate guard, but everything is so spread out. So it definitely would be easy I hate saying it, but it would be easy to do. And again, their photos of their homes are posted everywhere. Like even the reports of saying Travis and Patrick's homes were burglarized, in the TMZ report, it's aerial shots of Travis's home and Patrick's home. So it's like, oh yeah, let's just let everyone know where to go do it again. Like, it's crazy. And I definitely think this is due to the newfound attention on the Chiefs, on Travis, on Patrick. And I'm saying that because, oh, you're right, Dave. Patrick is in Belton, which is on the Missouri side. I'm saying this because y'all, and if you're members, in one of my Kansas City vlogs, I actually drove you by Travis Kelce's old house. Travis Kelce's old house before he moved to this bigger, more secure house was literally on like the main road of a neighborhood. Members, if you remember in the Kansas City vlog, I showed you this. Main road of a neighborhood, nobody ever messed with him. Nobody ever messed with the house. Nobody ever did anything. Then when he started dating Taylor Swift, all of a sudden then it was an issue. Then paparazzi were driving through the neighborhood. People were flying drones over. They were doing all of those things. So I definitely believe that people are becoming emboldened to do these kinds of things because of the newfound attention that they're getting. Because again, everyone knew where Travis Kelce lived before this, and his house was a lot less private and a lot more accessible before. No one ever did anything like this. So I think it's scary, I think it's sad, and I think it's unfortunate. And it really makes me upset that this happened, because I'm like, Kansas City, we're better than that. We're better than that. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks to feel like you're, you know, working hard for a city every weekend, and then there's people in that city who are going and stealing from you. Unserious said, Paps are spawns of Satan, real life booger people. I know everyone's got to eat, but I don't know. I just feel like the drone shots of the house, it's not sitting well with me. Not sitting well with me. Yes, I know, on Erica, if you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please do so. Jelena, it's definitely what comes with fame for sure. Absolutely. Arlette said, I'm sure Taylor feels so bad about this. I'm sure, yeah, I also think it's just scary. You guys know this is one of my, like, fears of being burglarized. But more so when I'm home than when I'm not home. Also, hi, Miss Mika. But what a horrible, horrible feeling. I genuinely cannot even imagine. I cannot imagine. But I did also want to let you guys know we do have a little Taylor and Travis specific tea. New report from Page 6. A source shared that Taylor and Travis have been soaking up all of the alone time they can together. Obviously, we know she's getting ready to head to Canada for the Canadian leg of her Eras tour. So they were spending as much time together as they could while she was off, obviously, in Kansas City with Travis. This insider said that despite their fame, Taylor and Travis are very chill and like downtime, just like any couple. The source said they often love staying in more than going out. Also, you guys, Travis made a subtle mention of Taylor on this week's New Heights episode. Jason's voice was raspy, and Travis was telling him, like, oh, you need to go get honey, you need whiskey, you need to do XYZ. And this is why Jason would be part of the House of Hill. Jason was like, you seem to know a lot about vocal health. You seem to know a lot about what to do for the vocal cords, Travis. And Travis made a joke. He's like, oh, I read it. I'm a big reader. So I love a little subtle Taylor nod in a New Heights episode. And we love Jason for always poking the bear. Unserious said, I stand Taylor, but would I go to her house? Hell no. Exactly. There's a boundary. Obviously, we all are mature humans. But yeah, people are wild, you guys. I mean, Kendall Jenner has had a huge issue with stalkers and people showing up at her house. I just cannot imagine. Like, so freaking scary. I even remember when I had all that stuff happen with Cardi B and people were finding my address and DMing me pictures of my apartment building. Like, and obviously nothing ever happened of it. Thank God, no one ever came. But like, just knowing that they knew where I lived and were saying crazy things, like, it was enough to scare the pants off of me. Miss Jackie X said, can we have a watch party for Amelia Perez? I want to see it so bad, Miss Jackie X. It's getting really good reviews too. We should definitely watch. Like, it is getting really, really, really good reviews. Nessa said, miss most of the tea, gonna have to rewatch. Love you, House of Hill fam. Oh, definitely rewatch. Shout out to all of our after watchers. Thank you for checking in with us, Nessa. Emerald said, I just made it. What did I miss? Emerald, I feel so bad. We are wrapping up. We talked about Taylor and Travis. We talked about Selena. We talked about Ariana and Ethan, Kylie and Timothée. We talked about Ray J and Diddy, Hugh Jackman, sexiest man alive. Jessica said, Nan says 7 weeks till engagement. And also, hi, Maddie. Jessica, tell Nan I said hi. Tell her we love her. We stand here in the House of Hill. 7 weeks until an engagement. Honestly, if that's what Nan is saying, I'm buying into it. Nan, I trust her with my life. You know what I mean? So, Jessica, I hope Nan is correct because I would be so here for that, obviously. I'm hoping that is the case. That would be amazing. That's New Year's. Oh my God, New Year's is already 7 weeks away. That's crazy. You guys, time is flying and it's giving me stress. Arlette said, anything on Liam Payne? Yes, I do have a little Liam Payne update for you. Unserious said, was it true that Yogurt Boy lived with his parents in his childhood home when he was worth $250,000 in 2016 while dating Taylor? I have to ask because, talking about Joe Alwyn, I actually do think that might have been true. But, you know, Joe's out of the picture, so that's all that matters. As far as Liam Payne T, so yes, he is back home. I did see a report from In Touch Weekly, you guys, where a source said that Liam's family is pursuing justice. They want justice to be done in this situation. We know that 3 people were detained in regards to the investigation, and a source told In Touch Weekly that although, yes, his death was ruled an accident, his family reportedly does want anyone who had a hand in the accident to be held accountable. Which completely fair, and, you know, hopefully that will help with their grieving process. I also saw another, and I didn't add this to the rundown because it felt more of like a salacious update than a update based in fact. But it was from the New York Post, and one of Kate Cassidy's friends was speaking out again, saying that her and Liam did argue about his substance use prior to his passing, that she planned on giving him an ultimatum over his substance use and was saying, if you don't stop, then we're going to be done. You know, I don't doubt that that might have been true, but I just don't feel like that's a very productive thing to be putting out there right now. He's obviously passed away. His family is grieving. They're investigating everything. I don't doubt that that for sure happened. I don't doubt that they had conversations about that, but I'm with you, Emerald. I'm kind of just like, why now? You know? So I kind of felt like that her friend was a little out of pocket for revealing that. I know her friend is trying to protect her because people have been going after her hard. People have been saying, you know, why did she leave? She shouldn't have left. She shouldn't have left him alone. She should have known he was in a fragile state, which is super unfair, not okay. Definitely don't condone here in the slightest. But so I think that's why her friend's like, because it's consistently in the New York Post where these are coming up. And I just feel like it's not a productive thing to share at this time. We know he struggled. We have heard about it over and over. And us finding out now that she was going to give him an ultimatum, I just feel like is not productive information. But that's just me. You guys, I just realized, wow, I've been chatting for a long time. I knew this happy hour hang. I was like, we had so much to get into. So y'all, thank you for still sticking by me, being here while I've been chatting your ear off all evening. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. I know on Monday we also talked about Junk Punch in Public list merch for the holidays. I'm definitely going to work on that as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend and evening. Y'all, I do have my haircut tomorrow. I will show y'all when I am back to my sharp bob. But I also will try to have, I know I've been saying this for like 3 weeks, but life has been lifing. I really do got to have a pop off. gotta have. I really need to do a pop-off tomorrow because I know the pop-off people probably are coming for my neck. I just want you to know I am aware of that, and I am working that into my week stuff. So I just want y'all to know I've not forgotten about pop-offs. They are crucial. They are what this channel started on, and I will not forget. But I love you guys. Have a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.